Welcome back, everyone. You may be in a position where your iPhone speakers are just a little muffled. They may not sound like they used to, and you just feel like you have a bunch of stuff stuck in your bottom of your iPhone speakers, and you may need to clean them out. Now, I've done this a couple of times, and it usually doesn't really affect the speed. And usually it does actually, make the sound better, but it's still, maybe a speaker issue that you may be having, so keep that in mind. But I'll show you a very easy way on what I typically do whenever I have an older iPhone, such as an iPhone 7 or something. If it's a newer iPhone, it doesn't really matter because most of the time they don't have a bunch of gunk stuck in the, speakers themselves. But if you do, the process is exactly the same. What you want to do basically is look at the bottom of your iPhone speaker set. So they're typically right next to the lightning port, and I'll go ahead and zoom in. Now, as you can see, this is pretty tough for me to actually keep in focus, but it's totally okay. You may or may not be able to see that there is a bunch of stuff stuck in the bottom of these speakers. Not a lot, but it's enough to kind of make it a big deal, maybe possibly. So in this case, what I would do is I would get some sort of prying thing. I would stay away from metal, but I've seen a lot of people use a metal thing. If your phone's turned off, then it should be okay. In this specific case, I'm going to be using this type of, plastic prying tool thing. As you can see, you can use like a toothpick. I've seen people use toothpicks before. I've seen people use the end of floss picks. I've used end of floss picks before too. Those are pretty decent, but you just need something that you can basically kind of scrub in the middle of these holes and kind of take the specific like dust and debris and all that stuff out. So in this specific case, I've already done the first hole a little bit, so I'll go ahead and do the second one. And I would basically just, rub it around in there just like this. And like I said, it's really, really hard to showcase this while I'm doing it at the same time. And I don't know if you can tell, I just kind of did it for like 10 seconds, and you can see that some stuff is already starting to come out. So I'll kind of keep doing it. I'll try to keep it in focus just like this. And you can see that some stuff is coming out. I know it's kind of hard to tell over the camera. I went ahead and moved this light a little bit closer. And I'll go ahead and kind of pry it with this hand now, so maybe it's a little bit easier to see. But you can kind of tell that there's a lot of stuff stuck in the middle of the speaker sets. And you want to be careful. You don't want to pry in too hard. You just kind of want to rub it around and kind of, if you see something, kind of pry it out just like that. And you want to go to every single one of these holes right here. And you could even, clean out the charging port if needed, but we'll save that for a different video. But as you can see, this stuff is kind of just coming out like this, and it's typically just a bunch of, dust and debris and all that stuff. So that's typically what you want to do. You just want to get all this stuff that's in there kind of peeled out just like this. As you can see, just all this stuff coming out, and you can blow on it if it'll probably come out a little bit easier. And then after a little bit, you can just kind of wipe it away and pretty much rinse and repeat. Now, you probably want to wipe away from the charging port, but that's pretty much what you have to do. You just pretty much rinse and repeat and kind of finish it off. And sooner than later, you'll have a bunch of this stuff that was within your speakers totally blown out, and your speakers will sound so much better. Now, these ones, I don't even use these phones. So just imagine what your typical phone, your main phone that you use every day, with how much, dust and debris is in there. So that's exactly how you do it. That's how you fix it. And hopefully it sounds better. If you guys have any other questions or anything, let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button. That would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. Every single subscriber that we get really does count. So it means so much if you guys can hit that. Also check out the other links down in the description as well. My Twitter, my Instagram, my other channels. More importantly, everything else of every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.